Follow the trend, tend to benefit while avoiding harm. Hello everyone, this is Mr. D. In this video, I will introduce 虚卦, which is the Waiting Hexagram. Most modern interpretations of the situation of the Waiting Hexagram are that you need to wait for the time, and it is not suitable to move forward immediately. The original meaning of the Waiting Hexagram is dampness, which can be further extended to mean stagnation and trapping. This is the oracle bone inscription of Xu in Chinese character. This oracle bone inscription is like a person covered with water. The upper part of the Waiting Hexagram is the water trigram, and the lower part of the Waiting Hexagram is the heaven trigram, which is very similar to the image of the oracle bone inscriptions of the Waiting Hexagram. The difficulty hexagram and the youthful folly hexagram are civilizations that began to develop after the universe was created. People are in a state of ignorance. The Waiting Hexagram is after the youthful folly hexagram because the Waiting Hexagram represents the stagnant development of civilization and people solve the basic problem of diary needs. The upper part of the Waiting Hexagram is the water trigram, and the lower part of the Waiting Hexagram is the heaven trigram. This is to warn people that although the people has the ability, there are obstacles or traps in front of him. In this period, the person should wait for the opportunity. When you predict something and get the Waiting Hexagram, it shows that you have the ability to overcome the danger ahead. However, waiting for the best time to come and then acting is your best choice. If you insist on acting, after a period of difficult resistance, you will successfully overcome the suffering. The sequence of the hexagrams of the Waiting Hexagram is 物质不可不养也，故受之以虚，虚者饮食之道也。When everything is in its naive period, they need to be nurtured. Therefore, behind the youthful folly hexagram is the Waiting Hexagram, and the Waiting Hexagram represents the way of food and eating, the culture of food and eating. The judgment of the Waiting Hexagram is 虚有福光享贞吉利涉大川. The following is the meaning of each word in this sentence. There are two interpretations for this whole sentence. First, waiting in place. If you have integrity, you can enjoy a high-end banquet. It is auspicious to stick to it, and it is also beneficial to cross the river. Second, the Waiting Hexagram. Have integrity. You can enjoy a high-end banquet. It is auspicious to stick to it, and it is also beneficial to cross the river. 利涉大川 literally means that it is advantageous to cross the river, and its implication is that it is suitable for active action. 9 at the beginning of the Waiting Hexagram is 须臾交利用恒无咎. The following is the meaning of each word in this sentence. Staying in the outskirts, keeping perseverance and continuing to persevere is good for you. There will be no disaster. Because the first line of the heaven trigram below the Waiting Hexagram is the farthest from the water trigram above, this means that our current situation is far away from danger. Because you don't take the risk and keep a safe distance from the danger, you can finally avoid disaster. 9 in the second place of the Waiting Hexagram is 须臾沙小有言终极. The following is the meaning of each word in this sentence. There are two interpretations for this whole sentence. First, staying on the sand, suffering a slight language injury, it will eventually be auspicious. Second, waiting on the beach will be a little blamed, it will eventually be auspicious. Nine in the third place of the Waiting Hexagram is 须臾泥滞扣滞. The following is the meaning of each word in this sentence. The interpretation for this whole sentence is staying in the mud. This behavior attracts thieves. The position of this line is closest to the water trigram of the Waiting Hexagram, and the soil and water will become a swamp or cement. Attracting thieves represents bad things from outside. From another perspective, if you are careful enough, you can avoid disasters. Six in the fourth place of the Waiting Hexagram is 须臾血出自血. The following is the meaning of each word in this sentence. There are three interpretations for this whole sentence. First, stayed in the ditch or the waterway in the fields, leaving the cave used for hiding. Second, after the bloody battle, leaving the cave used for hiding. Third, waiting in a pool of blood, leaving the cave used for hiding. The word 血 blood in this sentence is used to emphasize that someone is injured and in trouble. Blood also means ditch and waterway. Nine in the fifth place of the Waiting Hexagram is 须臾九十真极. The following is the meaning of each word in this sentence. There are two interpretations for this whole sentence. First, stuck in food and wine. Persistence is auspicious. Second, waiting while enjoy food and wine. Persistence is auspicious. This line is already in water trigram that represents the trap. Why can we still enjoy food and wine in the trap? Because the position of this line is the fifth. If the line of the fifth position is yang line, it generally represents auspiciousness. 5 is an odd number, and yang also represents odd numbers. Six at the top of the Waiting Hexagram is 入于穴有不速之客三人来敬之终极. The following is the meaning of each word in this sentence. There are two interpretations for this whole sentence. First, hidden in a cave, 3 animated guests come, respect them, and it will be auspicious in the end. Second, hidden in a cave, there are 3 animated thieves coming. You must be cautious and careful. It will be auspicious in the end. This line is the final stage of the water trigram that represents the trap, which means that the detention is about to end. The 3 animated guests, some said that these 3 were here to save people, another said that these 3 were thieves. Subscribe. Be your own profit.